support the elbow here with this opened up, and I can come at the lateral scapula. I'm just hooking in and dragging this tissue, right? And as I'm dragging down, I'm not pulling my arm toward my body. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just letting the tissue go. And so if I want this tissue to move a little bit more, I stand up over the top of it, and that's what propels it forward. Coming down onto serratus anterior. I come back and kind of go in with my knuckles so I can feel the tissue and feel what happened. I can come this way. Again, I just kind of have this elbow support it. And I like to do this. This gets to be a little bit reckless feeling to me if I'm doing that. I really like to have, you know, my working, the arm or the surface, the contact that's doing all the work that's in the tissue. I really like to have that controlled. So this is usually the way I control. I just brace it up, and then I always end up with kind of this triangle that, and like I'm just going to grab my arm like this and keep this really solid. So then what happens is I'm kind of moving my contact with my body instead of moving my elbow like that, which for one thing doesn't feel as good. It's a little wild feeling. It doesn't feel as secure and safe as using my body does in this really secure way. My elbow's not going to go anywhere that I don't want it to go. It's never going to be moving too fast or feeling hard on my body. This is really easy for me to do. Just dropping my body weight a little bit. I'm going to come up here for another one. And again, the goal isn't like to poke elbows in as hard as you can. If that's what you want to do, you can certainly do it like this. But that's not what I'm doing right now. I'm just sort of using this surface. I'm just taking my body kind of like that, letting the tissue release and sinking down into that border of the scapula and upper lateral border of the scapula now. Again, I can do a little bit of range of motion from here. Just going to come down over the top of it a little bit. I can come like this, and how his arm is supported. I have a little traction on it too. And I always feel like, you know, always be tractioning. If you can traction, go ahead and traction because it always feels better. I'm going to come up here. Use the back of my knuckles again just to kind of pull this fascia. Okay, I'm going to have you just kind of put your hand right here for me. Yeah, just kind of like make a little fist and leave it up here. And I'm going to undrape you a little bit. You're good with that? Okay. All right. And I'm going to come back up here again, and we're going to go ahead and get these lateral ribs here. Get my body kind of the right way first. If your body is feeling weird doing this, and I'll make some separate body mechanics videos, but if your body feels weird doing this, then you need to do something else with your body. If your body feels weird doing that. So I'm going to come sit next to him on the table. I do a lot of sitting next to my clients. It's just way easier. Yeah, that feels better for me. And you can do whatever it is your specialty here is. You know, if you want to do specific, you know, intercostal costal work here, you can do it. I could go ahead and say, go ahead and leave your hand up there like that. If you want to get 2 hands on it and do stuff, you can do that. I can come and do some nice big fossil strokes in here. I also have the mid-deltoid here close to me. One of the mistakes I'll talk about real quick is people letting arms and shoulders get like this, right? Either somebody has their hand up by the pillow and then I can't get into here. You can see it's closed off. This gets closed off. Start your clients out like this with a nice open. I just think it's kind of a blank slate, and then you can do whatever you want from there. You can see this is a nice way to be able to do some mid-deltoid if you want to. I can just do some nice cross fiber stuff here. I can come, if I want to do some specific stuff, add attachments around the, why don't you come over this way, Jocelyn?